Hi everyone, it's Claire here today with a new video for the Killing Kit series that I'm doing in collaboration with the Counterfeit Kit Challenge. Today you're going to see me use some of the final little pieces from my Planning for Perfection kit. I've done a couple of videos in the series using this kit and I finally whittled it down to the last few pieces. You can see that I'm using mainly strips. None of them are bigger than about 6x1, possibly 6x2. And I find that the easiest way of using all of these tiny little leftovers is to just create a layout with some layers. It's really simple to do. You can see that I'm probably not going to do any cutting of these pieces. I am literally going to stick them all down using my trusty old glue stick and just preference about where I'm layering them and how I'm mixing them. This is a small scale layout, it's 6x8, so obviously it works really well with these smaller scraps. But if you are using a slightly larger canvas, there's no reason that this wouldn't work with some of your larger scraps. Alternatively, just add lots of the smaller scraps for a slightly different layered look. So you'll see now that I've added a few scraps to the base of my layout, and I've also created a central element with a couple of scraps and a small 3x4 photograph. What I've done with that central element is add some scraps to the back of my photograph, and I've created a hinge for that photograph using a strip of washi tape. What I want to do is leave that as it is so that when I have finished the layout, I can add some hidden journaling behind the picture. It's one of my favorite techniques on a layout. I do quite like them to be sort of fairly minimal in style, and I also find that sometimes I just want to keep my journaling private. So I do like these hidden journaling techniques. I'm always looking for different ways to kind of incorporate them into my layouts, and I hope that you find them useful, maybe as a jumping point for your own particular projects. And certainly if you find it difficult to add stories to your own layouts, then I hope this gives you some ideas of how you can incorporate it into your own projects. I've added a couple of embellishments and a sticker from Paintbrush Studios that kind of doubles as my title. And now I'm going to do something that will come as no surprise and add some stitching to my layout. I'm just stitching some of the elements in that central section, including that little heart die that I want to make sure is nice and secure, and also just add some stitching detail to the bottom of the layout too. Once the stitching is finished, I'm just going to trim off the messy ends, and then I'm going to add a couple of little bits of double-sided foam behind the, I don't know what you want to call them, behind the ears of that heart, behind the sides of that heart, just to make sure that when the central photograph is hinged so that you can read the hidden journaling, that the heart remains kind of in place and doesn't get flattened. All that's left now is for me to add the hidden journaling to my layout and then stick that central element on top. That's it for today. If you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe so that you can see more. And it would also be wonderful to see you over in the Facebook community for the Counterfeit Kit Challenge. I'll leave a link to that below. Bye bye.